Hey everybody, I'm David, and today I want to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp, the newest film from Marvel Studios, the third film this year. How crazy is that? And we're not even done the year. This is going to be the last Marvel film of 2018, and I'm kind of sad about it because, man, this has been a great year for the MCU. I think we have gotten some great films with Black Panther, then Avengers Infinity War, and now this film. And I gotta say that this was really, really fun and entertaining. Let us get right to the main two characters. I will say Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly as these two. And I'm gonna add Michael Douglas in there as well because I feel like the three of them is what makes the first movie work as well as this one. And you can feel the heart between the father and daughter that dynamic in both Hank and Hope, as well as Paul Rudd, Scott Lang and Cassie, Scott's daughter. So there's two like father-daughter relationships that are going on in the story, and you see that parallel a little bit through one another, and they're both a little different, but they're both the heart of the movie. It's funny how the father-daughter dynamic on both sides are the heart of these films, and that's what I felt really made this movie work. I was kind of disappointed with Michelle Pfeiffer. Not her acting. I thought, acting wise, of course she's great. She's a legend in Hollywood for our times, and she delivers, obviously. I just felt they didn't give her enough to do, which was kind of disappointing. I'm not going to spoil anything in this review, so don't worry if you're trying to avoid spoilers. You're not going to get that. But she is definitely underused in this movie. And I hope if there is an Ant-Man and the Wasp 2 or 3, however you want to look at it, I hope that they give her a little bit more to do. I want to see what she can really do. Maybe give us a little bit more flashbacks to what her and Hank were doing back in the day. Because I gotta say, the special effects, once again, with the de-aging process, the first Ant-Man movie was the first MCU film to use that process. And we've seen it carry on in some of the other MCU films, and it was just announced today that Captain Marvel would be the next one to use it by doing it to Samuel Jackson for a whole film. That's going to be freaking insane and amazing, seeing a young Samuel Jackson in Captain Marvel. But in this movie, yeah, it was definitely really used well again. You don't just see a young Michael Douglas, you see a young Michelle Pfeiffer, which looks really cool, and a young Lawrence Fishburne at one point in the movie as well. Lawrence Fishburne I thought was really good. I felt his character could have had a little bit more screen time. I get where his character was going, but ultimately, I think he wasn't given enough to become a really fully developed character. I felt the Ghost was actually a lot better than I was expecting, because I had heard from other people that they didn't like the Ghost, and I actually liked the Ghost a lot in this movie. I felt that she was a little bit better developed than some of the other supporting characters in this movie. There is a character played by Walter Goggins, who is playing a villain named Sonny Birch, and I am going to say he was another the least part that I enjoyed about this movie. I felt his character just seemed to be thrown in there just to have another problem in the film. He doesn't take it away from me. Like, I've listened to other people talk about the movie, and so when I was watching, I was like, he's not that bad. But I kind of get what they're saying, that it was like a problematic character just to cause trouble, and they didn't really need him, personally. When you really look at the overall plot, I think they could have done without him. Michael Pena and his group of cohorts his two bumbling fools. I thought they all delivered, the three of them, on some great gags here and there. I will say, not every joke got me, but a lot of the jokes did. A lot of the jokes really did work for me, but there were a couple of jokes here and there that I thought, okay, you guys could have pulled back from there. You guys, that joke wasn't needed here. But for the most part, I really did find the movie a lot of fun and really funny. I am going to be checking it out for a second time, so I'm looking forward to that. The action sequences in this movie are top notch. I think it goes even further than the first film, and I thought the first film did pretty good with the action sequences. This one is a little bit more of a more larger scale. There are a lot of story issues. Look, I'm gonna admit, I didn't think the story was terrible, but I do feel like it was a pretty uneven plot, maybe. Yeah, I would say a little. It could have used a little bit more meat in there. I don't know if meat is the right word, but the story wasn't the best that the MCU has come up with. But look, I think the movie delivers on what it's supposed to be, which is a comedy. And if you're looking for a fun time at the movies, and if you want a little bit more of that MCU appetite after Avengers Infinity War, and it's going to be a while until the next MCU film. Like, the next one literally comes out of March of next year, and we still have 6 more months to go through for this year. So if you want one last MCU ride, here it is. There's no other option right now, unless you go see Avengers Infinity War again one more time. For the most part, look, I am giving this movie an 8 out of 10. I really thought it was a fun time at the movies, and I can't wait to go see it again tomorrow. So totally recommend it, and I hope you guys check it out. I hope you guys leave your comments in the comment section below and tell me what your thoughts of the movie was. I hope you guys like this video, subscribe to my channel, and look, I'll be doing maybe a few more videos on Ant-Man and the Wasp, one in particular that I have to talk about, the end credit scene. Yes, stick around for the end credit scene, it's worth it. There's 2 end credit scenes, but the first one is definitely worth sticking around for. You don't want to miss it. With that being said, until next time, everybody, take care.